The walk of shame is just a public audit of your decisions. The walk of shame does not begin when you leave. It begins the moment you wake up and don't recognize the ceiling fan. You stare at it. It stares back. Your brain slowly boots up like an old laptop. Wi-Fi connected, unfortunately. Memory loading. Oh no. Phase 1, inventory. You do not move immediately. You assess. Where are your pants? Why is one sock still on? Why is your phone at 3%? Why are there 3 empty water bottles and none of them are yours? You try to piece together the night like a detective investigating your own crimes. Fragments return. A tequila. A deep conversation about childhood trauma. You saying, "No, I'm actually really mature for my age." Why did you say that? You roll over. They're asleep. Peaceful. Unaware that you are currently conducting a full internal review. You consider disappearing without a trace. You also consider faking your own death. Both feel reasonable. Phase 2, the outfit betrayal. Last night your outfit said, "I am hot and spontaneous." This morning it says, "I have made questionable investments." Your mascara is now a smoky eye against your will. Your hair looks like it survived a natural disaster. Your shirt is backwards. One heel is missing. Where? You don't know. You search the room quietly like a raccoon. You find it under a chair. You put it on. Immediately regret it. Heels at 8:37 a.m. hit different. They sound like gunshots in silence. Every step echoes. Shame. 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 Phase 3, the sun. Why is it this bright? Why does daylight feel like exposure therapy? You step outside and the sun hits your retinas like a personal attack. You squint aggressively. You forgot sunglasses. You deserve this. A light breeze hits your legs and you remember how short that skirt actually is. Character development. Phase 4, the neighbor. There's always a witness. Always. A man walking his dog. A mom loading kids into a minivan. A retired woman watering plants with the slow precision of someone who has nothing but time. Eye contact is made. Brief. But loaded. They don't speak. They don't need to. You both understand the situation. You nod like you are returning from a morning jog. You are not returning from a morning jog. Phase 5, transportation choices. Option A, Uber. Risk, driver rating you based on your appearance. Option B, walk. Risk, existing. Option C, public transportation. Maximum chaos. You choose the bus. You sit down next to a man in business attire. You smell like perfume, poor decisions, and 3 hours of sleep. He smells like coffee and stability. You stare out the window pretending you are reflective and mysterious. In reality, you are calculating whether you overshared about your ex. You definitely did. Phase 6, phone autopsy. You finally check your messages. Oh no, you texted your friend. He is different. At 1:48 a.m. You sent 3 voice notes. Why are there voice notes? You listen to one. It's 2 minutes of you whispering about vibes. Delete. Delete everything. It's too late. They've seen it. They screenshotted it. This will resurface in 3 years at brunch. Phase 7, the flashbacks. You remember laughing too loud. You remember saying, "I never do this." You remember absolutely doing this before. You remember trauma bonding in record time. You remember debating pineapple on pizza like it was a moral issue. You remember nothing between 1:12 a.m. and 1:47 a.m. Concerning. Phase 8, the emotional swing. Halfway home you have a realization. Was it actually fun? Did you actually enjoy yourself? Yes. Unfortunately, yes. And that's what makes it worse. Because now you're not ashamed. You're conflicted. Growth wants responsibility. Chaos wants a sequel. Phase 9, the made it home text. You send. Home safe. Which means, I survived the daylight trial. They reply. Had fun. Now your stomach flips. Fun. Is this wholesome? Is this mutual? Is this the beginning of something? Or are you about to become a character arc? You will overthink this for 72 hours. Minimum. Phase 10, the shower of reflection. You stand in the shower longer than necessary. Water hitting your face like a symbolic reset. You promise yourself, "I'm going to be different." You will hydrate. You will set boundaries. You will not text first. You will not trauma bond over tequila again. You are lying to yourself. But in this moment, you mean it. Here's the truth nobody says out loud. The walk of shame isn't about shame. It's about contrast. At 2 a.m., you are invincible. At 8 a.m., you are mortal. At 10 a.m., you are texting your friend again. Because deep down, you're not ashamed. You're just tired. And slightly dramatic. And maybe a little dehydrated. So drink water. Find your missing lash. And accept that adulthood is just making decisions, owning them, repeating them with slightly better judgment. Or at least better sunglasses. Because nothing hides regret like oversized sunglasses. Nothing. And if we're being honest, you'll do it again. Just maybe, not on a Tuesday.